Hi, it's Pastor Ken from Northminster Presbyterian Church in Tucson, Arizona. Hope you're having a great day. Barriers. It's a word that usually has a negative connotation, and yet barriers can also be positive. When we're driving on a street or driving on a highway and there's construction going on, we have construction companies that put up barriers to make sure that we don't go into their lane or into where they are working. Sometimes we have barriers in public places that may be dangerous. We have barriers that stop us from going into areas where there's high voltage and electricity, or we'll set up a barrier to make sure that we don't have our kids or children playing in a certain area. And of course, there are negative connotations to barriers as well. I was reading the story just recently of Jesus clearing the temple courts. And he got very upset because people were buying and selling things in the temple courts. And it's easy to read that story and think that Jesus is somehow against the buying and selling of things. And he really isn't, because if you remember, people had to come for Passover or for one of the festivals. And if you were very poor, you didn't want to carry your sacrifice that you wanted to make all the way from where you were walking, or maybe you didn't have anything. And so you came into the temple courts and you could buy something there. But Jesus wasn't really upset about that. What Jesus was upset about was that all this selling and buying was creating a barrier for Gentiles to come and worship. And in my own life, I try to think about what are the barriers that I might set up for people to come to know Jesus. It's part of that fifth point on our reach card to prepare ourselves to share the gospel. And unknowingly, we can put up barriers. And so I've been thinking and praying about the kind of barriers that I might put up, whether it's in my speech or my actions or my attitude. And I would challenge you to do the same thing. What are those barriers that we might put up? Another point is maybe to ask, what are the barriers that we as a church put up, or what are the barriers that people have that they can't seem to get over to explore and understand the Christian faith? And I think Jesus says, as we are a witness to them of his love and his salvation, as we are truthful towards them, and as we just listen carefully to them, we start to break down those barriers. So I hope you have a great day and a great rest of your week. God bless.